This video is about a young man, Zach Henry, who suffers from autism, Asperger's syndrome, and through undergoing the Youth Direction's passion purpose finding process, was able to find his passion and his purpose in acting, and then with that make leaps and bounds in his life through fulfilling and pursuing that purpose.
From what I know about the circumstances of my birth, my mom wasn't able to take care of me because she had some disabilities and she had a hard time taking care of herself. In addition, my dad had died. I believe it was sometime after my sister was born, so that was about 3 years after I was born. I didn't really have any parents, but my grandparents took me in.
Zach is our oldest daughter's son, and she is not capable of taking care of him. A long time ago, before she even had kids, she asked if she ever had kids, if we would help her raise her kids, and we told her that we would.
He was diagnosed with ADD when he was in kindergarten, and then later he was diagnosed with autism at 12. Raising a child with autism is not easy, especially with kids with Asperger's, because they're so unrecognized and they're so misunderstood. Like Zach said, you know, he was devastated. Nobody understood him.
His social skills were not as good as they could be, and his personal hygiene was not as important to him as it would be to other young kids.
I pulled him out of school one time because they just weren't meeting his needs, and he was just an emotional wreck.
Because of my autism, stress, I've also felt that stress seems to be amplified for me. What doesn't stress others very much tends to stress me quite a bit.
When he was in high school, it was like, I just want to get him through. This is all I want, just to get him through. And if he lives with us for the rest of his life, I don't mind.
After I'd first graduated high school and entered the transition programs, my future looked a little bit uncertain. Not exactly bad, but uncertain. I didn't really know what I was going to do next. My game plan was to try to find a small job relating to one of the fields I wanted to try at, but I wasn't able to find any. When I found Youth Directions, the coach and everything else provided in the Youth Directions purpose finding process really helped me get started. We were coached by someone who was very friendly. We used a workbook that asked questions about what we like to do in order to help us find a purpose in life that would fit with those so we would enjoy it later on. He also helped us find somebody in the field who we could talk to and learn a bit about the field. The purpose I chose was acting. It was creative and it allowed me to tell stories, two of the things I love to do, and I've always loved performing in front of crowds of people. Youth Directions helped me find an amazing acting coach. She had worked with professionals in the field and had some of her students had gone on to work in shows and movies, and I'm having a great time working with her. She's a very great person to work with.
I think you guys played a big part for Zach. It meant so much to him, and it actually brought him out. You know, Zach can get very depressed at times and very withdrawn, and that hit brought him out of that. He comes out and he's always got a smile on his face, and he laughs, and for a long time we couldn't get that out of Zach. He was just very mundane, and in this he just, I mean, he's bubbly.
Now my future looks a lot brighter. I've actually got a path. I've got a sense of purpose. I'm trying out for the machinimas, I'm trying out for the jobs, I'm trying out to become a manager. I'm getting a lot of opportunities, and it's looking a lot better than it did before.
Now that his confidence level has gained and he has found a niche, he will get representation here in Denver. I believe that Zach Henry has the ability to connect with a mass audience. Any young person would be lucky to land in the Youth Directions office.
The Youth Directions program has been a great help to me overall. I'm very grateful for Youth Directions.